Hi everyone, welcome to your favorite prep channel quantifiers. My name is Sahil Arora. With less than a month to go for CAT, I know how the excitement levels are working. All right, uh, just a quick go through of why quantifiers if you want to choose us. All right, a very important information in the final month, we will be planning a lot of events, a lot of activities. So if you are someone who is interested in getting all the updates on your WhatsApp, please do fill out the Google form in the description. You can fill our Telegram group and you can join our Telegram group and you can also join our Facebook group, right? Also, before we move to the next slide, please, I request every single one of you to subscribe the channel and if possible, share it with your fellow aspirants. It not only motivates us, it helps us grow. All right. So today in the set of the day, we are going to do a very interesting set based upon the famous Indian cricket tournament, IPL. Right. Let us see what the set is all about. It says in the player auction for IPL 2018, four teams RRDD, SH, and MI participated. There were three rounds of auction where all the four teams participated in the first round. So these are the four teams. They all are participating in the first round. After the auction, in each round, each team has an option to retain a player from the players sold in that round only, and they can take the person back from the team who purchased that player. Now, a little different from how the conventional bidding take place in IPL. What do we mean right now? That let us say in the first round, 20 players are sold. Let us say, and there are four teams A, B, C, and D. Let us say, in first round, A purchased seven players, B purchased six, they purchased four, and this team purchased three. Now, this team, D team, let us say, is asking the team B to retain some of the players, to give them two players. So they can do that. So the final rating would be 7, 4, 4, and 5. Right. This is how the retention is working out here. There are no special rules or anything. The team can ask any other team that I want this player back. Please give it to me. Simple as that. Now, uh, at the end of the each round, the team with the number of players in double digits will eliminate. So let us say a team is ending up buying 11 players. So this team will be eliminated. A minimum 10 players. This team will also be eliminated from the further round of biddings. ठीक है, अगर किसी भी टीम के मिनिमम 10 प्लेयर होते हैं तो वो आगे बिड नहीं कर सकती है. Okay, initially the team had no players. SH and DD got eliminated in round 1 and round 2 respectively. All right, so there are four teams. There are three rounds. Each team is buying some players, and there are some teams getting eliminated, and then they are left with some total number of players. So this is how our table should look like in order to proceed further. Now let us see. So I have just tabulated the information. I have removed the questions for now in order to create the working space. ठीक है, चलो देखते हैं अब क्या क्या दिया हुआ है हमें. हमें पता है कि यार SH and DD got eliminated after round 1 and 2 respectively. So HS is getting eliminated here and DD is getting eliminated over here. So DD is participating in two rounds. SH is only participating in one round, which means at the end of first round, SH, the number of players with HS should be greater than or equal to 10. Right. This is what we know from this statement before we start. 26, 12, and 7 players were respectively sold in the rounds 1, 2, and 3 respectively. All right. 26, 12, and 7. So 26, 12, 39, 26, 12, and 7. 26, 12, 38, and 7, 45 players in totality were sold throughout the bidding process. SH retained a player from MI and two players from DD in round 1. So HS is retaining one player and two players from DD. So two players from DD after the first round itself. No other players were okay. DD retained a player each from RN and MI in round 2. So MI से एक player गया यहाँ पे, RR से एक player गया यहाँ पे for DD. All right. And no other swapping or no other retention has taken place. No other kind of. So this is the nutshell. This is the nutshell in which the players have been retained. All right. The number of players purchased minus the number of players retained from MI by other team is same from for each round. So basically the number of players purchased minus the number of players retained by other teams. So I can let us say sold लिख देता हूँ मैं इसको. So just for the easier understanding, number of players retained from MI by the other team, यानी कि जितने भी उन्होंने परचेज किए थे, जैसे मान लो यहाँ पे X परचेज किए थे एंड जो वन प्लेयर उन्होंने सेल कर दिया या दूसरी टीम ने रिटेन करवा लिया, तो उनके पास डिफरेंस बचा X minus 1. This is same for every round. It says this is same for every round. This difference is same for every round. So this difference is same for every round. Round 1, round 2, round 3. This difference is same. All right. So let us say the difference is x, x and x. Right. ये difference तो same है ना हमारा. अगर मैं इसको x, x, x मान लूँ, see the player retained from Mumbai in first round is 1. Player returned from Mumbai in second round is also 1. Player retained from Mumbai in the third round is 0. ठीक है, मुंबई ने फर्स्ट राउंड में एक प्लेयर को रिटेन करवाया, सेकंड में कराया, थर्ड में कुछ नहीं. Which means जो परचेज्ड प्लेयर्स थे मुंबई के इन द फर्स्ट 2 राउंड्स आर सेम. पहले 2 राउंड्स में उन्होंने x+1 प्लेयर्स को परचेज किया है. ठीक है, एंड इन द थर्ड राउंड x प्लेयर्स को परचेज किया है. तो पहले 2 राउंड्स में उन्होंने लेट अस से 6 और 6 प्लेयर्स परचेज किया, तो थर्ड राउंड में उन्होंने 5 प्लेयर्स परचेज किए होंगे. राइट, दिस इज व्हाट द टोटल परचेजेस. सो इफ द टोटल परचेजेस 3x+2 and Mumbai had sold 1 player in round 1 and sold 1 player in round 2, which means the net players with Mumbai should be 3x. ये उनके net players होंगे. ये मैं I'm just analyzing this information, right? Okay. So I know this now. I know this for a fact. चलो let me keep writing it so that I might use it. Now this is done. RR purchased 1 more player than SH in round 1. So if SH has purchased A players, RR has purchased A+1 players. All right. DD purchased 1 more player in round 1 than in round 2. DD ने round 2 में round 1 से एक कम player लिया हुआ है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे if they have purchased B, then they are purchasing B-1. Right? Okay. This is all the information I had, and at the end of round 3, all the team had at least 10 players. So greater than equal to 10, greater than equal to 10, greater than equal to 10, and greater than equal to 10 for all the teams. Now, this is all the clues that I had, nothing else. I had only one point that is yet to be used, that RR purchased 1 more player than SH. Now let's work upon this case. How many players SH could have bought? See, SH in the round 1 is borrowing or retaining 2 players from Delhi and 1 player from Mumbai. So in all, it is getting 3 players. It is getting 3 players from the 2 different teams, which means the minimum number of players SH must have bought is 7. कम से कम 7 players तो पक्का ही खरीदे होंगे SH ने, right? Because अगर 7 players खरीदे हैं उसने यहाँ पे, तभी तो 3 और आके उसके पास 10 हुए total. All right, so 7 is the minimum number of players. In that case, RR must have bought 8. Okay, तो अगर 7 इन्होंने खरीदे तो उन्होंने 8 खरीदे होंगे. Then there is a possibility that they have purchased 8. Then RR must have purchased 9. Can SH purchase 9? No, SH cannot purchase 9 because if SH is purchasing 9, RR is purchasing 10. RR के 10 players हुए, and RR is not giving away anything, which means RR is getting a minimum of 2-digit players, which means RR must be eliminated, but this is not possible. Which means that there are only 2 possibilities, that SH is purchasing 7, RR is purchasing 8, or our SH is purchasing 8 and RR is purchasing 9. So these are the only 2 possibilities that I have. Now let us work upon these possibilities one by one. Right? Let us say that SH has purchased 8 and RR has purchased 9. 8 and 9 respectively. Right? 8 and 9 respectively. So if they have purchased 8 and 9 respectively, the total players were 26. Let us say Delhi purchased A players. Delhi purchased A players. So how many players are purchased by Mumbai? 9 and 8, 17. 26 minus 17, 9 minus A. All right. 9 minus A. Now the players purchased here are 1 less. The players purchased here is 1 less. So here the number of players purchased are A minus 1. I know for a fact that Mumbai purchased same number of players in both the rounds. Mumbai ने दोनों ही rounds में same number of players को purchase किया है, right? So Mumbai must have purchased 9 minus A players here also. Now, if this is A minus 1 players and this is 9 minus A players purchased, I am not talking about retention or moving or anything else. I'm just talking about the purchased. I'm just dealing with this number only and this number only, which means how many players are purchased by RR. So in the second round, total players sold are 12 minus players sold by Delhi, purchased by Delhi are A minus 1 minus players purchased by Mumbai are 9 minus A. So A and A eliminated, 12 plus 1, 13 minus 9, 4. So RR must have purchased 4 players. So this is on the basis of players sold. So how many players RR has? 9 players are bought in round 1, 4 players are bought in round 2. The total number of players are 13. One player is given to DD, which means the number of players left are 12. In this case, RR is now not, RR is not permitted to participate in third round, right? RR does not qualify. Why? Because the number of players are more than 10, and whenever the number of players are more than 10 or equal to 10, the team gets eliminated. But since RR is participating in third round, which means my assumption of 8 and 9 is a wrong assumption, which means the only possibility that is left here is about 7 and 8, right? So SH must have purchased 7 players and RR must have purchased 8 players. Now again the basic logic, that is 7 and 8, 15. So if there are A players over here, there are 11 minus A players over here. All right, A and 11 minus A. And 7 players are here. See, 1 player is given by Mumbai, 2 players are given by DD. So the total number of players with SH is 10. The total number of players with SH is 10. SH's role is over in this bidding and everything around it. Now, if they are purchasing 11 minus A players here, they are purchasing 11 minus A players here also, right? And then here they are purchasing 10 minus A players. यही हमने decide किया था that for Mumbai, first 2 round, the number of players bought are X plus 1, for third round, 1 lesser. So 11 minus A, 11 minus A, for third round, 10 minus A. All right. Now, this is 11 minus A. Then this must be A minus 1. The players bought are A minus 1. All right. Now Delhi or DD has given 2 players in round 1 and bought 2 players in round 2. Delhi ने first round में SH को 2 players दिए और second round में दोनों से एक player ले लिया. Which means the net number of players they have is A first round, then 2 given, then A minus 1 bought and 1 taken. So the net number of players they have is 2A minus 1. The net number of players they have is 2A minus 1, and it has to be greater than or equal to 10. 2A minus 1 has to be greater than or equal to 10 क्योंकि minimum 10 players चाहिए. So 2A is greater than 11 and A is greater than equal to 5.5. So the minimum integral value that A can take is 6. A को 6 ही minimum integral value चाहिए. All right. Okay. Minimum. Now let's analyze anything else that we have. Now, what are the number of players that they are buying here? So if in round 2 there are 12 players sold, DD is buying A minus 1, Mumbai is buying 11 minus A, so 12 plus 1, 13 minus 11, 2. So they are paying 2. So 8 plus 2, 10, 10 minus 1, 9. So 9 players are left with RR after round 2. Now this is fine. This is fine, right? A minus A minus A. Now everything depends upon A. I can do a bit of hit and trial, or I can think, let's think from a bit from Mumbai's perspective. In this way, we have thought about Delhi's perspective. What are the total players with Mumbai? 11 and 11, 22 and 10, 32. 32 minus 3A. And they have sold 2 players in the process. So minus 2. These are the players bought by Mumbai. And since they are selling 2 players, so this is 32 minus 3A minus 2. This has to be greater than equal to 10. This has to be greater than or equal to 10. So basically 3A has to be less than equal to 32 minus 2, 20 minus 30 minus 20. So A is less than equal to 6.66. A is less than equal to 6.66. So from the Mumbai's perspective, A has to be less than equal to 6.66. From Delhi's perspective, A is greater than equal to 5.55, which means A has only one possibility to take, that is 6. he has only one possibility to take, that is 6. Now, this makes my life easy. So 6 and minus 1, 6.5. So the total number of players with Delhi would be 11. Out of 6, they have given 2. So they are left with 4. Then they are purchasing 5. So total is 9. And then they're borrowing 2. So total is 11. All right. Now 11 minus 11 minus is 6. So this is 5, 5 and 4. There are 5 players, 5 players, and there are 4 players. So the number of players with Mumbai are 14 minus 2 sold. So 12. Out of 7 players, if Mumbai is buying 4, which means RR is buying 3. So 8, and so 9 players are here, 3 players are here. So it is again. So this completes our chart, right? So very interesting set based upon inequalities and playing around with numbers. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let's move to our questions, right? Let's move to our questions. How many players were purchased by DD in round 2? DD in round 2 is playing 5 players. The number of players with SH at the end of round 3. So SH had 10 players. The number of players purchased by MI in round 3 is what percentage more than RR in round 3? 2, 4, 2. So they are paying 2 players more. So 2 by 2, 100%. 100% more players they are paying. Which two team had equal number of players? RR and SH. Sorry, RR and MI. So fourth option. Fourth option, RR and MI is the right option. So this completes our set. A very interesting one. See, the set was not difficult, but the only thing was our assumptions were a lot. And if we are not following inequalities and we are doing a lot of hidden trials, we will get confused. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed learning the set. And like I always say, special surprises coming for you guys next week. And if you're interested, you can always join us. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.